ensano dwuma wodo bi seminar ene de akeka ka wona wo mom de wo mu hye mu bi wonya aso mfaso no so kyerɛ so wonya aso ene obi bia na dwene na de hye ho na wo ya assembly man kura na sika be na wo ene edibia be ya nanso ni na mu no watumi adwene wo mo ho watumi akofa nkofo abase metri de wo mo na daachi bi wo so wonsanko ano de a wogitum na akwanya sei na so biara o mo hye ona bo so wode nkofo e ba so ma be kyerɛ wo mo adwuma no obia ne obeyi ne ho afiri mu dasa se sebi panisi wiase obia nu a okirifo asempa kodo
Osando yana anke ba this time yin insano juma biara ibotumi da aboye bra odachi na so san na da romenti ene yankopon na do yen insano juma ibotumi da abo bra obo na we ho ba ha ma musu na san biara yankoye aza onye biara inte de na sinya mention papa no ntunu futuma abuna bi na we bi oza abo an na yen bi no so den nansi pocho decoration and purchase me when that so by me ankasa me community police my ejuma na for 6 years na me sure if change of government ba me ko fie kwanti no I was say me pension ejuma nti honorable assemblyman na dey say ahye ba no na me dey me mu room and then me tell ni me timi kama dey nti me da na sepa bo board
Ghana mampani na nado danko akufu ado embrada se oya beboa na nyuma akese ya bi ewu kroma nti obo no homoden papa zonda sinotrack assembly plant no phase 2 mampani akotwa homam se pain efrase enye adwuma enye asan hodo enso prime farmer Ghana na phase 2 bibiri matoya mani na ne kasem no wochirem se na ban na ye krado sa akonya se ina so obehwe na waboa se enwuma betumi ba wo men papa titru ene de ebonu fese industrialization drive ne de edanani so papa na wo men se ye be konkan a na no so e ka ho bia no nti obi biala wa ye na adwene so be piem wo ma konkro Ghana mu na wo beboa ma Ghana man so atumi afa ne ntuma pefra no ma bari chese wo bi na bobo mu ade ato obehwe no waboa na sa nwumaku no so no atumi akọ je wo cheche mu se sa wo mo ba o ban mu ye cars wo ha no ba yi enwuma mo create doors papa sa so na economy wo maboa e man kakra nkra etu mpo no wo gidie se sa zonda wo mo sign track wo mo adwuma mo ba be no wo man mu yi be ye kese pa na aboa na so bibiban ahudro ina mpo na nkoba ne se West Africa pe ne kokoba ne sa pe no mu ina ye cars e wo man no pija e de kopie mo nkofa ma so ayidia na etre na face so de nyuma ani sika be economy ni so no afa ne ntima pefra.
The feature of Zonda Sinotrack's operation is the state-of-art training center established on these premises to train artisans in the application of appropriate technology and skills to build their capacities in the processes of assembly, repair, and maintenance. Ladies and gentlemen, Nime, Name, my government is not oblivious of the challenges confronting manufacturing. I'm convinced that the progress we're making in restoring macroeconomic stability and in our determination to returning our nation onto the path of sustained growth will inure to the benefit of the private sector, especially those in manufacturing and commerce, with a positive impact on the reduction of the cost of doing business. The second part of today's event is the salt cutting for the commencement of work on phase 3 of the Zonda Sinotrack project to begin. It is focused on what I consider to be the most optimal transformation phase, involving the establishment of a component manufacturing factory at Gulf City in Tema. When completed, Zonda Sinotrack Ghana Limited will truly be a fully integrated automobile manufacturer in Ghana with the capacity to supply its assembly lines with domestically manufactured components and parts. This is a great leap forward that enables the company to export at scale into the regional market under the rules of origin arrangements of the African Continental Free Trade Area. I take this opportunity to salute the exceptionally gifted Yang and all the partners for believing in Ghana and in our vision to chart the path of industrialization to guarantee decent jobs and incomes for our youthful population.
Mampani na nare danko akufo na ate se wa chechire mu na anu achire no madam Yanyang wono na chief executive officer edema Zonda Tech Ghana Limited achire mu se wo mo bom modern so metumi ahwe achire wo nkura bata mo ma hyase wo Ghana ha de na so wo mefa Ghana kwanya dia mo mo no so aye ka no dodo ade bia kopie mu ewa bibiri ma to ya mani na so na no be fe na beboa nsoso na Africa economy ni so no atumi afa ne ntuba pefra wada Ghana banse eda Ghana fo asese wo mo baaye no ya je wo mo fa so yenti nsima madam Nyanyang odi tuga.
Zonda Sinotrack continues beyond serving the domestic market. The company is actively exploring opportunities to increase its export of high-quality vehicles to countries in the West African sub-region, solidifying its presence in the broader West African automotive landscape. We have already established office in Côte d'Ivoire, in Benin, and now we're going to Burkina Faso and going to Mali and Nigeria. So the vehicles assembled here, they will be spread to all of these countries. This is a good opportunity for Ghanaians to demonstrate that Ghanaians can make vehicles, right? With the current employment standing at over 360 direct jobs. We look to the future with the additional 400 job opportunities and respectively request His Excellency on behalf of the Zonda Sinotrack assembling plant to further empower our efforts to become more competitive in the Ghana market by granting zero VAT on our locally assembled heavy trucks would be a transformative step. And encouraging the government, our big mining companies and the oil companies to purchase, to go through the assembling plant. You know, we assemble oil tanks would be a transformative step.
Yanyang wono and a CEO edema Zonda Ghana Limited that I say what this asem no edit to join radar wobra womo Zonda Sino track Ghana Limited womo face no plant o mapa wontuma mampani tim so mumfrase enye cast no dodo na wo memu na mwana bibian entumi enkoye yegopie mu ewa asante mantem na otumfo osei tutu na kache ne yegopie menhia investigative chief na corruption fighter ayo pania ni din edit nana kodwo amwa ampem okoje abo papa ni se media to dwa kirimu se eba no corruption wo memu ya doso papa na watise bibi krapo ekoso e opechia o se nana otumfo se tutu ebo modern pa no de na isi from no he so betumi etu ase sanse adechi ade sei na ni din o manfo bi eje na wasante memu no eya na ense emvata oso yo obi ono ne de na kwan a watu wo na setena mu na no he se katase ne proyem ye bepia mu di afiri wo kwa na ko ba ne se wo ebi eforo wo ho na wantumi anko ntia obi so ye bi obabi a ontumi enkamu asem eno nti asomdwe beba na ne me na betumi akoye no nkalam se hu sensem any legal activities na de fefefa katase ne proyem wo ekoso opechi no obese se ni manim yara otumfo se titu ababi ohwe fa de nansi form na onkasa ntia
abiman ene ewiase afa na nyina se nokre ahwease emankontompo adiade a na nakwadwa mo ampem okojabo de se metum kontompo ade so na mede nokre ababetra na konya so ye se de ka bia no enokre kutodo enti bisini pisini pose pekino ma wahene waje adamude ena nanabu abasa wono so waje adamude me wadanse wo ho empo se Supreme Court no mpese omde me kwa me di madanse ba bekire Supreme Court judge ma wai hene waje adamude afri womo ye kalamse ne ho a me wo adanse me wo nipa danse me wo video adanse ena me wo audio adanse patim ena fe so hwe what saying krowe so abodom ono so patim abontem patim just me nhwehwe mu bia me bia na adanse ka wontie koduru me wura ni mu ahun se nhome na na de wa ba de no kretrodo investigation am ye e de akoto ye wura ni mu na me ye bi twoma hene tam ene ye tu twoma hene ana wasako dwatoa ana yewura ehunu mobo Pentecost opoku nyina bishop ana president kofo mo ba dwatoa enti ehwehwemu ameye bia me de ko bia no bibi firi mo ba mentwa pada ibi free mo ba no makotwe kobri kwaye ni nyina a o mase ni nyina no metwa me wo video coverage no enso ewo ho pechi no mama yene na nkasa wakaso yare a wo boa enya no kure onante ko site wo ko gisika twitwiri di a no so okọ site ni nyina me woni video picture ewo ho coverage ewo ho nti wakasa na no akọ report ma pechi no mama a press for so mo nkonkwachi no sa ko ka kire o mo se omo enwane free ho nti omo koe no omo anya obi anche no propaganda na ye mafia work wo ye se na be ya yewura be hu se onim ho hwe onim ho biribi pa me se me wa dance ye se woni bu abasa o ma jadem de so omo se ye ntia se ye nyina nko jira yewura anim na me yewura na akasa se mo obi anya kalamse nti so aya kalamse na jesa asema ni wura kai no watwe ni wura no ade awo fom nti ye ne som sikadwa enye ye na no de nyem na ma kira ma yewura ye mo yewura na ya asanti ma nyina wura me nya dabo a meka ne mom dabo ne mintimi nka ne mom dabo na nkasa de me de me ka dabo na me propaganda na ye mafia work wo ye se ne be ya
ye fra no so fa ye ni ankyere mu wasem fufuro mu dia adisuafo mu wasem sa senior high school wo de abetu dwa kyere mu se wajapade asai papa ni na ne na bigya bia eto wo mu dormitory chichu mema ne de no emu no ahye wo mu books ahye wo mu sika ahye wo mu chop box na boy ba akokra de wasi bibia ni ya se na afi na ofirifi abento digari aba pa ahye ton so sanso mpoka ho ni na ejana to mahye no hye ne ntade cross nka hye ne sase ne gari ni hyeto na adisuafo yi su papa de gumpanifo so sese na ade na si asai na wo madua ni ombedi na asai ebi mu mpabo ne bi mu ntade uniforms asai ne de en mani miara mpanifo antwa wo mani amehwe wo ma da chi bi wa hwa no mo so ensa kosi fo mu school kono ebetimi ayabasa pa na santwafo ene kwabena kweni ne di nkomo wono ayekyerekye ni ewo no wo kyekire mu kwan a ija ne fa so to wo na afeso japade a asai no obobo obi nso edin ekire.
It's ground floor and then first floor. 4 rooms on each floor, so we have 8 rooms. But in all, 3 rooms got burnt without us getting anything from the room. Student trans, job boss, everything in those 3 rooms got burnt to ashes. It's remain only 1 room that we managed to quench the fire or put the fire off. So students' belongings were not destroyed in that way. So we're having classes then. It's around 11 o'clock when we have a siren for changeover. And when the siren went for changeover, and then sometimes students go out, stretch themselves. So when others were out and they saw the smoke and they started shouting. So when no one was there at that particular time. I think that one is small, since all of us were in class. So we didn't know what caused the fire outbreak. No, they have not given us any information yet. We called them to come. So when they came around, the damage has already been caused. If we had seen the smoke earlier on, maybe we could have done something about it. But what we saw was just massive. At that point, everything was just out of hand. Yes, I'm not a housemaster, but to my estimation, to be close to about 400 plus students. Yes, 400.
A dormitory, right?
Yes, those 3 dormitories. Yeah. With students, they have their trans, their chobos, and then their mattresses and other things, petty things. Yeah. So everything. When you go to the scene now, you see it over there. Trans being bent. There's nothing that you can do to it. And even the metal beds that we have in the room, the concrete and other things fell on them. So majority of them are being broken down. I think what we can do is to turn them to scraps. We can't do anything to it.
Very sad, very sad.
Yeah.
na enwe chi no adisuafo bia wo so omajapade se no wo musun ye de gu mpanifo so ankwankra so se de gadi na ahye no tade na ahye no ntimpanifo awo mboa bia wo munyamfa mo asem se secondary school ni tisa pade a enye wo ina wo de bani be kirefi
Class if you see and for you say we see fu so ba See the American house master back on the wife into pussy. No, guys, over for one, I will do meet and by when to young for any friend will do meet and by able do meet and you try to say bedum done by a beer and men. You try to say bedum done by a beer and men. No more fair fire service for fire service when you do an any man in ash. Biash, yam fabia, a suitcase, yam faboa, your mattresses, any man in ash. So you need to be out school. I know. Almost see I and your machine. Young assembly or no way, go trade. By a call money yakasa. And when you find by an education minister, I say a better classroom, education director, or see a better classroom. But in fact, classroom is young to me now. Because you don't and more very don't cramp with you, don't nipper base system. Still want to need some console classroom here. Business classroom. That's also the mattress better for matter. And why will this apply to good that?
Education director. But say encoda classroom so hard. If you drum the plan I dam. Do your door so no kwa gate down on the plan no. Ntonto mo wiye. So close to wiye. In so talk less hababa. Na yese kwa koda classroom. Even po atade ese ya ma lusum bibia we ese me no nka e be se mama me dia da e chande na me se. Sika nyina so ase. Wo se no kura na betwiki keke no kura so nya se no.
Brush and sash.
Brush and shit. Say ni now so something so. Sika me bossa me bibia me boost bibia se. Nti ye be ya o ma ya enyo ma sa no ma nyina ye nko ne nko boye ho 1 month. Ni entoto do mo so betimi ya boye mo. Ne do betimi a support ye o man kan say na de so betimi no. Ye so enton kan ho. Na akadom ba ko nya nshi. By house 1 house 2 house 3. Ya nya ma. We care for pink na. See how they say, man, you did not. I had a strong put on second, you know, I class, I for books. So you say, if you be 11:30 o'clock, you are going to see your book side, never be na academy, saying in us, you know, scared by toy and required the class, and you can say, you can say a dark cracker, you know, I say, some so party. Nyama we nyina ekoso bi nkroso to kra boba dom nyina ye dem se da ya beda
eyi no ma ya classroom a tama so na street ni so ansha ayo be kuku ye so ahu
tuma kula be yusu kra ni abo nyama we nyina ekoso bi nkroso to
Yanko nsɛm foforɔ mu awia yi dia na ewiase da biara edu October abosome ne da ɛtɔ so dunsia yetu edisi wo se ewiase na aduane da ente World Food Day ye de kaibo utumi to aduane mu obidi nti edu sada na utumi ye bo pa si wo ma frɛ nkɔfo se brabe bababo na bo no nye kama ma no wo motaye saade ne pa wo ya nkronkron so utumi bible ma nkɔfo mpo wampo utumi topono ma obi atumi bedi disanse ewiase na aduane da ne ye fa no so no ye hwɛ ne de akai se enuane ho nsɛm mpo no tesɛn awo wiase obi anya bidi anase obi adidi ame no na obi nso ekom de no me no ka se obi afu aye cheko obi ame da keka nsɛm obi nso wo a wa nante awia isu saa bibia nu akona no na no na so mo hye ho fa kase pa kopi ma wo shy osuduku a ho afa hye kase ko so nam so ma HBTV news ekopie mu hobim kase mu na madam esina mbonsu wono ya agric director ede ma shy osuduku kasa dia kire mu se oba Ghana ha party true am akuafo ne bebiri na fa no kwadwuma no mo mfa ne se ya adwuma dodo na afa ne se de to bidi ntina adwene bia mpo enhye dan ni so nanso ye provide nnuane mfa man nkofo ni no ya adwuma so obi biara fa ne ye obetumi aye na ase atre ne koba na sa pe na se wiase na no ye benya aduane ye disanse obi afa adwuma ne se ya adwuma pa na aduane nso bepa abuso ma mpo de oni bi kura no kakra akona no.
Contribution of agriculture in Ghanaian economy still stands tall. Agriculture has for many years been operated in the district as a subsistence activity, with few farmers focusing on it as a business. As a result, many young persons increasingly shy away from agriculture. Enhancing small-scale agriculture becomes very important to retain the few youths who are into agriculture and force many more into the sector. Mr. Chairman, it is however observed that the rich agricultural resources would be harnessed into value addition products, and in so doing, provide jobs and wealth with confidence of safe and quality foods for the local and international markets. Meanwhile, these primary agricultural products would hardly make any impact in the local markets. Even those that have high market value are mostly sold at giveaway prices in our local markets during
Alright, you know, since age media can see our found the pa a quantity added food for all African. And Merquin shall buy us 120. One chairman, and some for Casaye. A cabrado Jemfin, which him say, a cool any other papa so peso bois, my will be answer Quanan Wanunti, one food bank, send your beccanable fumuno, maybe a dear Yanisi pa de Cradino is seen. I was shy or Sudoku into be biara. A commandant of our him so be in a gentia, Amutu Zana Mona say, and walk a crano, a question you are near Adriano and Krahani Gana, and I don't want a tie baho papa, into Omutri Musa Debbie, say food for all your bed, dear. Then the emphasis assessment Cobo, and we don't want to appear to Yaji BSC, Amadachi B, Ubia, and your
farms within Greater Accra Eastern region because Accra is Asiasa. And at Greater Accra, baby, Aka, Evertimi, farms, and in your money, this area called the core Dennis and any Eastern region so ben any vote and also in China. Into location is strategic because most of the farms now are hasi. And because the agri recovery center no, we are recovering from most of the farms around us. And if you look at the location now, it factors in both three regions: Greater Accra, Eastern, and Volta. And Volta also ben into it makes it easy for us to recover from both ends. Into Timiba is there and costing and that much. Into the location is strategic. It cuts down our cost of recovery, and also because most of the farms are not so far from us, some are even prepared. They even bring it here for us, so it doesn't cost them that much, and they see it as part of their CSR to bring it here because it's not that far from their source of production. The main target, as usual, is the less fortunate in society. Most of the things we recover here, we give it to those around here and also give it to those in other regions. For the meantime, as I said in my presentation,
we saw here in Seven BSC trying with your bar. You have a Congo farmer. As I go PM one call farmer so back was the other year, Germany now watching Ukopimo Israel, Omni Gaza, and Tokwa Coso Yagroni now if we are mad at Yatidum Quam Koto Bomb, Bekotum Israel, Namsom, Melkumnipa by Pimino, I don't know Israel find to once I want so. One fellow Precocia Mua Gaza and Rimu Nipasa, and also a Kayano. There's a Nipa by Pimunia, I see almost off a more actual woman. Now, I did ya descent to Quaquana air costume to Copiemu, or Israel Pepper one, and now grow crack, common gas at the attorney, semi, and Yaquina, Papa, and a paya. And American company Joseph Biden, aka Joe Biden, Etrium Shemu or Quahin, Israel, or Copiemu. Or now, send an answer and say, when you penny for a quaquatna says in Community Como, I can't say, and Yashi, yes, say, I find your fine and kind, which I wanted so forth. Moment found cause I was not the Dimba Comba. A woman no me akrobo forma enti se asem yesi na mpo amati fa korotwe ntokwa ba ni kwan se Israel for ekoto share Gaza for so sai kum nipa e na ni kwan se Gaza for so de bia no so mo so eti Israel for so etua e ba de sa na ese wiase ye nya asomdwe impo Russia ni Ukraine ntokwa ye pattern wi e na mo so edi abo ani ade hia ye de be chichiri wiase ye de be bo ama asomdwe aba na mo ani ye pia wo mo konse adu nti Joe Biden eni mpadufo mi no ka so mo asinkunwa wo mo kasa we se asomdwe betumi aba ama mi no we na entem no so wo gidie se e fa nyonko fa da Israel and afa US intemun team on free wono na nkomodie no aso aba ebejina we so yere nkofa ma so nsem na si twa hutia wa ye ba Emmanuel Boti Sanchi obeba na afa bukansi mu nsem ode abeso so ndra blasters ye call ya first half for mo bon ye 4 obeka ho nsem
so agudi emunsabe bata HB News so Emmanuel Bote Capito the best share the senior national soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana share meno kase na matching wa United States of America e mountain so na anyonkufa kinsi the Black Stars of Ghana yani United States and the share so but e ko wi ase ye the joy kan mako 9-4 goals yentume simo arabraka head coach Emma Black Stars Christopher Houghton osi osire Ghana for yemfa nche no na kwembia so Black Stars ebe bounce back.
To your first part of the question, you are right. It's a huge disappointment after a defeat against Mexico, where if I'm being honest, I thought in the first half period in Mexico we was okay, but certainly not in the second half. What I wanted was a reaction today. I fielded a team that I felt would give us enough control in the middle of the park and enough threat up front. But we conceded 3 goals in, I think, a 19-20 minute period. And at that stage, the game changes completely. So for a question of getting back into the game and getting goals, it becomes making sure that we don't concede more. All 4 goals we conceded, which, you know, if I'm looking at the difficulties that we've had, generally the difficulties it's been more about scoring goals than it has been about defending. But when you concede 4 goals in a period of time, and I would have to be honest with you, we had a goalkeeper that had to make a couple of good saves. It could have been more at half time. So this is hugely disappointing and not something that I expected. All I wanted was a reaction from the last game. If you're asking me if I feel I'm the right person, yes I do. The result today is something that is hugely disappointing. We have 2 games in November, 2 big games in November, 2 big World Cup games in November, and it's our responsibility and my responsibility as coach to turn these bad defeats and bad performances into better ones and ones.
Internal Black Stars head coach Christopher Houghton and I'm in Cantino. Okay. Yamfie ni nchemu krobia kumasi asante kotoko bubuko na share omo dependable defender Sheriff Mohammed Abrante ne se wo season we asante kotoko ansha ase ye ba na ekọ ne nim no ada no kunindie Accra Lions and afesu ne Aduana Stars no aboa bubuko no ye pa.
As we keep working hard and we got our momentum and we started getting our wins and we are working hard to make our supporters proud. Yeah, I'll admit that, because you know I've been out for a long time. I got an injury last season, so I was out for a couple of months. So as coming back, I should pick up slowly before I get myself back. But now that I can fully tell I'm very fit, 100%, and I'm ready to give my best, more than I did last 2 years. Yeah, my first goal, I didn't know how to jubilate because I was like, I didn't expect it, but it came. But secondly, I wasn't happy because we couldn't get a point or win there, so the goal wasn't that much important to me because I wanted it to be a goal that will give us a point or a win over there. But as I've scored my first goal, I'm very happy, and I know there are more to come this season. It was very frustrating because some of us we are the senior players in the team, so we're very frustrated. At some points, like, we're discouraged, but we kept working hard and encouraging each other. Yes, we know that we can't be there, we are above that, and we are more than that. So we have the quality, everything. So we kept working hard until we started winning our matches. Some people speak out of emotions, so you just have to take it like that, but don't take it to heart. It will affect your play. So sometimes you just have to understand them because they are frustrated, they needed a win. Someone coming to support you and you disappoint them twice, they won't feel happy. So you just have to give your best and work out and get the good results. It's something we practice because every time training we do
rehearsals on corner kick set pieces, and Carlo is always our main target. So when we got to that point, we all knew that he's going to put the ball into the net when we get the ball to him. So whilst we're running to get the kick, he knew.
Enteno Ugo Piemwa Abrantie Sheriff Mohammed, yes or no? And I'm in Kano Yamfi and Infanchi Mohammed na Yan sorry tell Jumediano as so many Kasi Euro 2024 qualifies outdoor Ekuko. So now the 3 Lions of England, the Azuris of Italy, Ebo Mekani and San, or more Etibo Bako.
It is going to be Marcus Rashford from distance.